I'm realizing it's just what the problem is. I'm rebuilding my body. It's a part of this, comes with it. It comes with the territory. Me rebuilding, realigning everything. It's gonna feel tired. It's gonna be annoyed. It's not gonna be easy. So that's the reason why I'm feeling depleted. That's why I'm thinking about, the stuff that motivates me, it pisses me off, things like that. And I'm doing myself not a good service, but I'm doing a good service by thinking about it and letting it motivate me in the gym. But that also becomes sleep. That also becomes while you're at work. You're sitting there talking to yourself at work, like, I can't believe these people did, you know what I mean? Like, but anyway, when you're rebuilding your body, you're rebuilding your mind, you're recrafting, you're chiseling, and you're making that art, because you're a canvas, you're an empty canvas, and well, I feel like I'm recovering it. I'm covering a tattoo. You know what I mean? You see people with a nice tattoo or ugly, nasty ass tattoo that they want to get rid of, and they want to cover it. I feel like I'm covering the tattoo. I feel like I need to go back and laser it, and then let it heal for a little while, which I feel like I'm doing right now, and then put another tattoo on top of it, if that makes sense. I feel like I was just covering up the situation by getting away. I feel like now rebuilding my body, rebuilding my mind, having the dogs, things like that are just giving me energy because I have responsibilities, but my body has been so tired the last 2 weeks, and I really feel like it's because I changed my workouts. That's what it is. Like, you lift boulders, you're over here lifting 250, bro. Just because that's normal to you doesn't mean it's normal to, your body still is able to, it's gonna recover the same way. I thought that, then the creatine on top of that. So like my body's just adapting. That's all it is. It's just adapting. I'm changing in so many ways, man. I feel like I'm getting ready to like blossom or something. And it's got to be rough when you're getting ready to, sprout out the ground, because you got to force, think about a little bud, a bulb is sitting under there just simmering from forever, a lot of the times it's just simmering, it's just working, it's growing, and it finally sprouts out the ground. And I feel like I'm sprouting out the ground just a little bit, or I'm getting ready to. So pressure builds diamonds, and I know damn well I'm a beautiful diamond. I don't know what the most beautiful, most clear diamond is, a VVS or what, but I feel like I am a diamond, and I got so much to give, but it's so tiring to display it, people see the finishing product, but they don't see the work that it takes to get there, the process. And that's what I'm going through, the process all over again. People are already saying, man, you look good, you've been in there for 3 weeks, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not even I'm not even an eighth of myself right now. So it's just hard to, but I also got to remember, I wasn't working when I rebuilt my body like that. And then I was at home when I did it the first time, and I was working at Amazon. So if I could do it then, I could do it now. I got this. But anyway, I got an interview on Monday. Let's see how that works. It's for my complex. I feel like good things are coming. Good things are coming. So I'll let you know on Monday how it goes. A leasing consultant. I always knew that I'd end up doing this. I'd end up in this situation. But I didn't think it was going to happen this quick. I was hoping it would, but yeah. I feel like that's the reason why I feel the way I feel. And I feel like I gotta shift another gear. So whether I'm working here till whatever time, 6, I still gotta go to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta make it to the gym. I feel like I'll be happier that way. I feel like if I stay busy and change my atmosphere, I'll be happy. Because that's what I was doing before. Before the Navy, I was working at what, Dollar General or something, Dollar Tree, working, you know, doing stocking, doing the shelves, I mean the shipment, right, or whatever have you. Then I was working at Sleepy's. I was changing my atmosphere. You know, you'll be tired, but after 9 o'clock, you run over to, you know, Sam's Club at 11 or whatever it is to work there till 7, and then get up and, you know, sleep for a couple minutes, or not even, and then and then hang out with whoever you dealing with. I was doing it. I was still hitting the gym, playing basketball, lifting weights. I was still, you know what I mean? I made it. I figured it out. And I just got to do that with this. And everything is still right in this little circle within 5 minutes. I could literally ride a bike. But I feel like I'm just rebuilding my body. I'm rebuilding my mind. I feel like back then I always knew I had basketball. I felt like, oh man, I could do all this right now, but I'm just getting my body back in shape for basketball. So it wasn't that hard of a problem. But now that I know that basketball is like not really, I mean, of course I could play Big 3 or one of these leagues, which I'm sure I'll get into after I do the bodybuilding thing. But it's just, you think about the things that cause you not to get to where you want to be and where you should be, or what you feel like you should be at. And the easiest thing to do is complain about it. And I like to just vent it out when I feel like honestly, from the last video, like 20, 30 minutes to an hour ago that I posted, I feel like a whole different person. I had to just get it out. I had to stop like letting it stew in my brain because it was just weighing me down. And then when I finally said something, I posted it, I felt a lot better. You know, I said something earlier on Facebook, and you know, people were jumping on me like, yo, you can't keep blaming your parents.